Elizaites, my name is Celine Abigail.
And my name is Lionardi and we would like to talk about a part of the poems by Luis de Camões in poem 7. But before we go into the meaning behind it, we would like to talk first about Luis de Camões himself and the story in the beginning of poem 7. Luis de Camões was arrested because he attacked and hurt Gonzalo Borges, an employee of the royal palace in Lisbon. He was in prison for about 9 months, and so by March 1553, King João III ordered the release of Luis de Camões. And in the same month of March, Luis de Camões, by the age of 29, joined the expedition to India led by Fernão Alvarez Sebral, son of Pedro Sebral, one of the most important Portuguese voyagers to the Europe-Asian connection. This is one of the many Portuguese expeditions after Vasco da Gama opened the Europe-Asian connection by an ocean route. He joined this armada to serve in the annual Portuguese journey to India. So began the Canto 7. We would like to talk about this canto for a little bit, as it is written about one of the most important journeys that Luis de Camões went through. And this one began with the arrival of the Armada in India. In the lines of Canto 7, Poem 7, India was described to be a land that is rich and prosperous and also very beautiful. In the next lines, it is very obvious how prideful Luis de Camões was of his country and also his ancestors. He wrote about the greatness of the Portuguese, though it was a small country at that time. He also was very passionate in the spirit of spreading Christianity through this Portuguese voyage and compared how other countries had failed because they weren't as religious and didn't believe in the Spirit of Christ, and how the Spirit of Christ had helped the Portuguese so much. And so Luis de Camões continued the description of the land of India about the view, the rivers, the tribes, and also their characters. The story continues in the 23rd stanza of the Portuguese arrival in the province of Malabar and how the Moros welcomed them. Then jumping into the 42nd stanza, the news about the arrival of the Armada has reached the king, and then they were invited to come visit the palace and were very welcomed. So the Armada was at the palace, and Luis de Camões described that there were a lot of reliefs of gods on woods and stones, and the palace was full of them. In the 51st stanza, Luis de Camões described a part of the palace, a garden where it was fragrant and was very nice. There they can see sculptures of ancient history about India, about the world, where the episodes of history was clearly written.
Who doesn't know this one Roman dictator? Yes, Julius Caesar. A legendary figure who had triumphed in his time. As we know, he had an affair with the beautiful leader we know as Cleopatra. However, Julius' death was due to his thirst for power, which caused him to be killed by Marcus Junius Brutus, who was his son from Servilia. This section tells about another historical picture, namely Alexander the Great, who once also had an invasion of India in the land of Punjab. Alexander the Great's war against King Porus was victorious. In the end, the defeat of King Porus was well received by Alexander the Great, which made them become friends. In our opinion, this historical picture is also explained in the next stanza, when the Portuguese people see it as history that has passed, and they will create a stronger and more significant history according to what has been said by the predictions of their nation, which will become one of the best nations in the world.